So this is my weekly report for January 17th. I'm actually doing it one day early this week because of the ISE show, but I'm down here in the Delta today and the water's getting a little bit clearer. And look what I got. We slaughtered them today. We had a really good bite this morning on 5-inch swim baits. Caught a bunch of fish. So getting on with this report, um, first of all, I think commercial crab season's open. So, they'll be available at the store. So you'd have to spend all that gas money and everything to go get them. And it should be priced pretty reasonable because, the crab been coming in from Oregon and Washington, but it opened locally here now. So the crab season's been, should be pretty good. You could still go out and, at Bodega Bay or out of San Francisco, anywhere and dump your pots in 80 to 100 feet and actually do pretty good. So other than that, haven't heard too much going on in the bay, but the sturgeon fishing's still been pretty decent around Pittsburgh. And the thing is you got to pay attention to the regs. Make sure you look up the regulations because as of the first of this year on the 2024 regulations for sturgeons really changed. There's a lot going on now because they're trying to implement other methods of sturgeon fishing and limits and stuff like that. So um, there's some sites that you can go on. I really don't know, but they're doing a lot of talking about sturgeon right now. But other than that, the striper fishing's been picking up. It's been really good. Last week the water got a little dirty from our rain, but it's cleared up. Last week I was out, I could see down about 4 to 6 inches, and today I could see down 2 feet. It's been really clearing up. The bite's really good. We got fantastic action this morning on swim baits. And other friends of mine have been coming out and they've been also doing good. So I know it's been pretty decent here up north. So the striper bite's been on. The water temperature is 48 degrees. It's a little cold, but those fish are choking it. I mean, they're on a rampage. They're on a feeding frenzy right now. So it's a good time to get out striper fishing. We've been picking up a few bass, chatterbaits, and while we're fishing for stripers or even catching them on the swim baits. So get down here. Action's really good. Other things happening on is trout fishing. The kind of weather we're having. Trout fishing usually picks up really good. I heard Comanche Amador's planting some toads in there. Um, we got the party open there next month, so that'll be really good. I heard they've been planting Collins, so you could basically look at Fish and Game's website, see where they've been planting. But Fish and Game will go to a lake and plant fish, and also the lakes will buy fish and plant them. The lakes that buy them, like Comanche, Amador, they're planting brute stock in there where some of the trout they're planting are over 10 pounds. Where Fish and Game, when they plant them, they're usually, the smaller size, usually around 12, 14 inch. But the trout fishing should be good everywhere, because the weather's cooled off. Would be top lining. You could throw speedy shiners or Rapalas. I prefer using Rapalas and going about 2 to 2.5 mile an hour. Set it back about 100 feet. Don't don't put no weight on it, nothing, but like 6 or 8 pound test and start trolling, and you should catch them. You shouldn't have any trouble catching fish. You put on a speedy shiner, you have to speed up a little bit to like 2.5 to 3 mile an hour. You might want to put a keel weight in front of it if you're just trolling without downriggers, and maybe set one downrigger 60 feet out and then clip it in and drop it down 10 feet. But those are probably real effective ways of putting a lot of trout in the boat right now. A friend of mine's been going to Comanche fishing power bait off the bank and catching limits. So you could pretty much go catch trout any way you want right now. The bass fishing, I think one of the hottest lakes right now is Folsom Lake because Fish and Game been planting it. And then when they plant those trout, they're only like 10, 12 inches. Those bass go on a feeding frenzy. So a lot of guys been going there throwing HUDs and big swim baits and doing really good on the bass right now. But I'm sure, like Berryessa, I was up there last week fishing for crappie and bass, a little bit of bass, but I was mainly looking around for the landlocked kings. But you know what? I see all the bait probably from 60 to 120 feet of water, which is very odd this time of year. Usually when this time of year comes around, the lake turns over, everything comes to the surface. You know, I didn't see one fish jump. And we caught bluegill and crappie. Warren got one about 2.5 pounds, but we only caught 4 crappie, but they're 2.5 and one. They were nice sized fish, but just couldn't find any bulk of them. And they were down 50 to 60 feet. And the bluegill we're catching, we caught a ton of them and as big as your hand. And those were also caught down at around 50 to 60 feet. So something funny about that lake still going on. So hopefully it turns over here real quick where those landlocked kings will move up higher in the water column and then go out there and use that gets it trick that I've done for many years and caught a lot of salmon on there. But other than that, fishing around here generally about the same as the last couple of weeks before, just that the water's clearing up down here in the delta. So it should pick up even better and better. It's supposed to get warmer this next week, so that'll help also. I don't know how much rain we're going to get, but if we get like an inch or so like that, it might dirty the water up again. So let's see what else I got to talk to you guys about. The ISE show, it starts on the 18th through the 21st at Cal Expo. You can come out there and, they're going to have, if you're looking for a new boat or you're looking for guide trips or whatever, everybody's going to be out there. Should be a really good show this year. I'm going to be walking around a lot because I'm no longer with Fisherman's Warehouse. I retired on December 31st. So I don't have nothing to do with them guys anymore, so I'll be walking around freeloading. You might see me at the Lowrance booth and you'll see me at a Kuma booth. So I'm on the theater, Seps Theater, on Thursday at 2 p.m. And I'm going to be talking with Lowrance. So Tom White with Lowrance, he's a rep. He's going to be talking about live target and what's available and how you can run multiple units on a shaft and what units you have to operate a live target. Then I'm going to talk after him about how I learned to use mine, because it took me a little bit before I learned how to use it, and I'm going to explain from point one to where I'm at right now, and I'm still learning about it. So then on Saturday at 2 p.m., I'm doing another one in Seps Theater on live target with Tom. And then at 4:30, I'm doing one on striper fishing down here in the Delta, in the North Delta. Instead of showing you how I go after big ones, I'm going to show you how to catch quantity like we did today. We had an awesome bite today, and the fish were, in that 7 to 10 pound range. So those are some nice fish. And I'm going to show how to do it, quantity wise instead of quality. That's at 4:30 on Saturday. Then at 11:30 on Sunday morning, I'm on the tank again. So I'm going to throw lures and show you how to put these swim baits on your hook to make them swim properly and to catch a lot of stripers. And that's this coming week, so don't miss it, you guys. You want to come out there, I'll be walking around. You can say hello, and I'll see you guys out there. So if you like this video, please hit that like, and please subscribe because it really helps the channel out. If you want to leave me a comment, just click that button on the bottom, and I'll get back to you within 2 or 3 days. Also, I've been really busy. When I retired, I opened up a consultant business. So, I'm doing it on electronics. So if you've got trouble with your electronics, you can drop me a note. You can go to info@allenfongoutdoors.com and you can look it up and see, what my rates are. I'll go out it with you in your boat and show you how to run everything and update it and do whatever I need to get it to run properly. And I also do consulting on if you want to learn how to throw a swim bait. We'll go out and I'll show you how to throw a swim bait. So just go to my website, allenfongoutdoors.com, and you could read all about that. So I'll see you guys at the show, and I'll see you next week.